Manchester is not even the players are is not even the problems, and even the manager is not the problem because if they can find mice inside their playground, the infestation problem.
You know what? You know what? We are not having this chat, man. We are out. We are out. We are out. You're not having this chat.
No, no,
You
no,
never
no.
lack anything. We talk about the football, not about the mice and the leakage in the press room.
But it's concerning, now you are having a 5-star rating. Now it's going down to 2-star rating because of rats and mice. So missing Saka in this, especially in this run that we are having, I think it will be a very big test for Teta.
Okay.
Knowing who we shall replace there, I think is another thing. So, but we thank God because we see he's the one who give and he's the one who take. He takes Saka and Gabriel who started performing.
You never lack. You never lack when it comes to banter. Yeah.
Yeah.
For how long have you?
Jesus came for our salvation,
For how long have you been seated for that joke? You're seated on that joke, man. Okay.
Yeah, Jesus came for our salvation, and we see that He is doing wonders.
Okay. Now,
So we are happy. We are hoping that He will continue with that momentum from here onwards.
Hello, guys. Welcome and welcome again to another week of the Triple Cup Show. A very nice evening, man. Joining the biggest guy, a very good fan of Arsenal, and fantasy-wise, if you know, you know. He's not been his season hasn't been that good and hasn't been that bad, man. Who else meant to join me, man? Malek Brayo, an Arsenal fan. How are you, man?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, man. How have you been, man?
I've been quite well.
Okay.
Great to be back.
Man, I don't know how when was the last time we recorded an episode with you?
It was a very long time ago. I can't remember.
More than a year, I think so.
It's been ages, but certainly not more than a year.
Okay.
I think the last recording we did together was in the course of this year, after which you decided to dump me.
But luckily today I got you, yeah?
We are back. It's the festive season. This is the festive recording.
Okay, so before we forget, to all our Christian brothers and sisters, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, yeah?
Yeah, Merry Christmas to all Christians and also Happy Holidays to those who will not be celebrating Christmas.
Okay, no, so where can we start, man? Okay, I don't know. EPL-wise, team like Man City, what can you say now after what you have seen, all the things going around? What's your voice?
I think it's not my team, but it's a team I admire. I admire the football Manchester City plays. But what can we say about Manchester City? I think it's been a bad season for them.
Okay.
Probably in the new year, they will be going through some positive changes.
Okay.
Because I understand this is not the first time they are going through whatever we are seeing in terms of losses. So many losses, and this time it is consecutive in the Premier League. Every game they play, it's ending up in a loss. It's ending in a loss. I understand there are two particular seasons. I think you remember the season when Liverpool finished the league with 25 points on top.
Okay.
They won the league with at least 25 points.
Yeah.
Man City trailed Liverpool and they came second. And they were trailing Liverpool's with 24 points. And there's also a season when Man City had a string of so many losses, but later they were able to pick up and they finished well. At least they played Champions League in each of those seasons where they had poor performance. So this is not different. I believe they're going to pick up their pieces and adjust.
Okay, you being an Arsenal fan, Malek Arteta, what do you think? Do this season, you guys maybe you do have these thoughts that still you guys gonna have you're gonna take the title or still the title is gone? What's your thoughts?
When you answer that question, you must consider it in the context of the opponents. The opposition here are, the opposition is formidable. You have teams like Liverpool.
Chelsea also.
Liverpool doesn't seem to be dropping any points anytime soon. You also have Chelsea. Chelsea has undergone a very interesting transformation, I will say. This is not the same Chelsea you would see the last 4 seasons. This is a rejuvenated Chelsea, and this Chelsea team is going to cause problems.
Okay, team like Nottingham Forest. Do you think also they stand a chance on the top 4 race according to how they play?
I think this is the season you cannot rule out any club. Nottingham Forest, Brentford. There was a time Brighton used to be a force to reckon with. I don't know whether it is premature to rule them out, but of course you cannot rule out any team, including Fulham. So this is the season,
Fulham, man.
Where you shocked to see
are you sure?
any team in the top 4.
Are you sure about Fulham?
I'm certainly sure about Fulham. I mean, this is the season where we will be shocked by the teams that will finish in the top 4.
Okay, nice. So, man, I don't know if on the weekends did you have a chance to watch a few of the games? Because, man, Manchester United, we thought we will have maybe a grip. I don't know what happened. Now we were beaten 3 clean by Bournemouth. But Bournemouth, man, this season it has been a troublesome team when it comes to the big teams.
Bournemouth is such a problematic team to play against, especially for the teams that are regarded as the traditional top 4. We played Bournemouth this season. They beat us. I believe they beat Manchester City. Yeah, they did beat Manchester City. I don't know how they played Liverpool, if at all they have. And United is also a victim. So Bournemouth is one heck of a team which is causing all manner of problems. And I don't know what you have to say. Now this being your team, what do you have to say about your performance against Bournemouth?
Hey,
considering that you have a new coach. I know the coach that left, Ten Hag, he used to be blamed a lot about the performance. The performance was low.
No, but according to me, I think still, what can we say? Still, Amorim is he is still on trying to get the guys who he gonna play with. So we cannot try to like rule him out or rule him in now. And yet he has played like maybe only 5 or not more than 10 games yet. And the system which he plays in Manchester United, that's what I say always. The system which he plays in Manchester United, we have never played that system anywhere.
How do you rate your performance against Bournemouth?
I mean,
they beat you 3-0.
After the second goal, I was like, nah, I'm not watching this game.
So you did not finish watching the match?
Man, I was not. Where I was watching from, the guys were, the crowd was it was loud enough. So I was like, nah, it's enough is enough. I don't want to listen to more.
Did you leave watching the match because the crowd was noisy or because the crowd was hostile against United?
The crowd was, Chelsea fans, man. Chelsea fans.
Chelsea fans are the best.
No, not the best, man. These guys can make you forget about football. Because, man, the voices which were in that room, I was like, nah, I ain't gonna finish this game. So I never left because of we were being beaten, but it's because of the guys who we were watching with. Those are the guys who made me left. And keeping in mind, still, Chelsea, this season they've been on top, so you cannot shut them off.
Is it too early to judge Amorim based on the performances?
It's too early because how many games has he played yet, man? It's less
than 5.
Yeah, no, it's less than 10. So and then plus the system which he plays now, keeping in mind 2 game weeks or 3 game weeks now, somebody like a Rashford, him not being on the squad, it's a sign of something. Maybe it's something going on. We don't know. Mm-hmm. And then I don't know. If it comes to the wing back, somebody like a Mazeroi doing, I don't know what he's doing, but sometimes he's good, but he's not yet he does not have the players he wants to do what he wants to do with the team. Mm-hmm. So once he get all these players that he needs to play on the game he wants, I think now we can start to judge him from there. But until he get the right players, the right players to play his system and his formation, I think it's so early to judge him in a way.
At what point will we be okay to judge Amorim?
I think after January transfer, if the winter transfer, if he makes some changes, I think we can start to. But I don't think Manchester do have the money to flex.
And what if those changes are not made and we are remaining with the same players we've been seeing in United? Will it be fair to judge him
Yeah, because man, if you check the players which they're there, they're not his players. So it's hard.
My concern is the inconsistency in United will not be any different from what we used to see with the Ten Hag.
No, but
So
Ten Hag,
it will be premature.
no, but Ten Hag did not have a system of play. That's the problem. But Amorin, at least you do have there's a system of play where he have started to do something
now
once in a while.
With that system of play, assuming that the result still remain unchanged,
Okay.
looking at it in the context of how the performance used to be during the reign of Ten Hag, will it be fair to judge Amorin yet the players are the same?
No, that's something. If he makes the changes where he thinks it's right, the players he wants, I think it will be good to judge him after that. But before that, judging him on that perspective, I don't think it's fair for him.
Yeah, so I believe also that in January the board of Manchester United should support the coach by making new signings.
Yeah, but the problem is I don't think we have the money to make any new signings. That's the problem, which I think it is.
Without the money, you cannot judge the coach.
So that's something I think. That's something because maybe if we get a good team that can buy someone like a Rashford, I think we can be having a better part of maybe getting 2 or 3 some a bit of cash here and there, maybe to buy some new players to put on the team. I think so.
Rashford issued a statement, I think, sometime in the course of last week, saying that he would prefer a new challenge, and Amorin gave his response, expressing his displeasure at those sentiments, claiming that it would have been good if Rashford had talked to him before going public.
Let's see. I don't know, but but the good part I think with Amorin, he doesn't handle the media plus the players in a way, in a prideful way, like how Ten Hag used to do. Because his scenario with Sancho, it led up on him now sending Sancho on like now we are selling him. But if he could have handled it better, I think Sancho could still be maybe part of the Manchester United now. So leaving that, man, I don't know. Team like Arsenal on the weekend, unfortunately, you guys are suffering because Saka will be, I think, out for 2 months because of an injury. Do you think that one will maybe in one or another will interfere or change how you guys play?
It has to affect the system of play, considering that Saka has been a crucial member of the squad. He has bagged so many assists. I think he leads in the number of assists provided in the Premier League so far. He's also taken the lead in the squad in terms of the goals scored alongside Kai Havertz. So Arsenal, as we know it this season, we cannot talk of Arsenal without Bukayo Saka. He's been an integral part of the team, and we have not known of any game we are playing long term without Saka. This is going to be the first time, and it will indeed going to affect the team. So I hope that the coach will come up with the best alternative to ensure that the absence of Saka is adequately compensated. I believe that side. I was going through some analysis where they said that when Saka had gone out injured, his position was assigned to Martinelli, and Martinelli's place was occupied by Trossard, and Martinelli did some good job on that wing. So I look forward to seeing Martinelli grabbing that opportunity to revive his form, because over the last season, and I think 2 seasons ago, he's, in my view, not been performing up to the standard. So I believe this might be a chance for him.
Okay.
Yeah, to showcase why he should not be upgraded. By upgraded, I mean being replaced, a new signing being made as an upgrade of him.
Man, I don't know. Everton, this if you watch the fixtures, like the last 2 fixtures plus the last 3 fixtures, it was if you ask me, this was the hardest fixture I thought Everton will have. And then the first one, fortunately for them, there was a stomp, so they never played against Liverpool. The other game last week they played, still it was a hard game and they gave a draw. This week they played against Chelsea, also it was a hard game for them, also they gave them a draw. So when you watch this kind of fixture, is it like Everton has been like, okay, you guys, the fixture's not good enough for us, but the thing we can do the saves, and we cannot score the goals, but we can try to hold the game on a draw. If you watch that kind of a fixture for them, do you think now, like the next two fixtures for Everton, even it's not that easy for them still, but after what you have seen for them doing for those two games in the Villa Park, does that give you a sign like now, what this season, or how we said last season, there's not an easy or a small team?
In Villa Park
No,
is...
No, on what's the name? On the
Goodison Park.
Goodison Park, yeah.
Yeah, I always say, 2 games are too few to use as the basis for deciding the direction a team is going to take. So I'll be reluctant to conclude that Everton is a team that is now starting to return to the form it used to be using those 2 games. I believe a good team should be playing to win, not playing to draw. And that is what Everton has showed us in its last 2 fixtures against Arsenal and Chelsea, respectively. It may not be the same with the coming fixtures. If they are going to maintain, that performance for the next 7 matches, then that one will offer us sufficient basis to judge Everton as a team. But for the 2 matches, I think it is too premature to say that Everton are out of the woods.
Okay, another team, man, Southampton. After I don't know how many games they had played before, these guys, I think this team was the worst. But now checking also Wolves, I don't know. Is it a way where, like, I don't know, like Wolves? I don't know what's happening with them. Fortunately or unfortunately, last 2 game weeks, and then we were like, oh, it's a bad time for you investing maybe in an FPL kind of a thing, investing on the Wolves team. But this week also, now then, first game for Leicester, Les Van Nistelrooy, he had a good game. But last week he played against Wolves. He was beaten 3 goals by Wolves. So I don't know, is it a point where it's hard to predict what's going to happen for this FPL? Because these teams, how they play, Southampton 1 week is being beaten 5 goals. This week it's beating other team like 2 or 3, 4 goals. And then Wolves 2 game weeks is being beaten back to back 4, 3 goals. And then this week also they come back and beat another team like 3 goals. What's your thoughts, man, when you watch these kind of fixtures unfold?
I think that is the beauty of EPL, uncertainty. That makes that makes the beauty of watching these matches, because you are uncertain of how the performance is going, of how the results are going to turn out. You see, it's boring to watch a match where you know for sure the team that is going to lose and the one that is going to win. The only reason why you would watch such a match is so that you can know by what margin the losing team is going to lose. But now when you have that level of unpredictability from a team like Southampton and even Brentford is another team that I think they lost against Nottingham, and this is a team that has really been causing trouble.
Yeah, this is the first time they have not scored in their where they're playing at home. Yeah, at home. Yeah,
which is very shocking. But looking at it generally, or as the EPL, it makes it really interesting. So I think with that level of certainty, it makes even management of the FPL teams very interesting, and people have to think outside the box, not to limit their judgment on those teams that are otherwise known to be performing well in and out.
Okay, talking about team that performing well, man's Liverpool. Man like Salah, hey, this guy, you always call him Salamander.
He is a phenomenon. He is Salamander, and he is a mercurial forward or winger or player for Liverpool. He performed really well. I was disappointed at not captaining him.
Hey, we'll come to that in the fantasy, man.
Yeah, but yeah, he is proving to be a formidable
Force.
force
Okay.
in Liverpool. I doubt whether Liverpool can do without him.
Okay.
I
You're
doubt.
sure with that?
I doubt.
Because also in that game, somebody like a Soboslai, he was a better part of that game also. Or okay, can we say it's because they were playing against Spurs,
Yeah,
and Spurs being Spursy, you know, always they do their thing.
That is part of the reason, but surely Liverpool has played very well even against difficult teams that have posed problems to other superior opposition. So Liverpool has always found a way to score goals, and I will credit that to Salamander, because Salamander would always make best use. He would utilize his chances and score those goals. If we were to substitute Salamander with another player in Liverpool, I am sure the level of conversion would not be the same.
So you like the likes of Jota and maybe Luis Diaz, they cannot do the same. They can't give what Salah personally he's doing at Liverpool.
Of course, this is not to disregard the quality that is there in other Liverpool players like Diaz and Jota. They are good players, but Salamander is just on another level. They will still convert those chances, but not to the level Salamander is doing it.
Okay, now do you think if now Liverpool, if they do win the Champions League, because now they're on the top of the table,
Correct.
yeah, and then in the EPL now they're still leading on the EPL form. Do you think if they snatch those two games, and then keep in mind also, is it CAF? It's being played this year, yeah. African Cup of Nations, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's playing on in January, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If Egypt maybe takes it, okay. Do you think he can have a chance now to maybe get the Ballon d'Or, or that's not enough?
I think Ballon d'Or will be dependent by the performance of other teams. But like you say, if the parameters here will be the trophies won by Liverpool, being Champions League and the English Premier League, I think that will easily qualify him to win the Ballon d'Or, and I think he will deserve it. Unfortunately, discussion about and the criteria used to award Ballon d'Or is quite different. It is political in my view because it involves voting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, man. Because for me, I'm like, what more does he does have to do so that we guys are gonna maybe credit him for the best he has done.
Yeah. Salamander needs to win the Champions League with Liverpool, the EPL, and perhaps the CAF.
Okay.
The how is it called? AFCON. Yeah.
Okay.
And that will, in my view, he will stand at the pole position to win the Ballon d'Or. And in case he doesn't, then that will confirm my concerns about Ballon d'Or being apolitical rather than objective. Process.
Okay. So man, to Fantasy Premier League, man. Our where the week
did me dirty.
Yeah, things went segemnege to some people.
Yeah, things went south.
Okay.
To those who captained Saka, like myself.
Okay.
It is unfortunate that our guy got an injury midway. Midway, I think, during the first half.
Okay.
And that is unfortunate. That is it.
Man, the average point was 60 points. How many do you have?
I have the average.
So who carried you? Who carried your team?
Yeah. I got reprieve from players like Aina, who I just realized not so many people have him. He's a differential. He gave me 15 points.
Okay.
So for those who captained Salah and did not have Aina, for me it was a compensation for the double points they got from Salah.
Okay.
Of course, not double, but it was enough. It was enough for me to catch up. But I think Yes, I did get compensation of the lost points by my decision not to captain Salah from players like Aina, who gave me 15 points, and the goalkeeper, Cells,
Okay.
gave me 7 points.
Okay, when I check your team, you have somebody like a Govidal who gave you 0, Mazaro who gave you 1, Palma who gave you 3, Mboemo giving you 2, Bowen giving you 6,
Yeah,
Captain
they-
Salah 2, Salah Vice as 21, Wisa giving you 1, and Wood giving you 2, man. What's up with your team? What's the thoughts you're now? Because when the last time I had a chat with you, you were like, you know what? I need to do some changes, and the changes are coming in as easy and soft as possible.
There are these players who have consistently been giving me little points, which is way below what their standard. I mean, it is way below their standard. Players like Gvardiol. Gvardiol is a player who costs a lot in the fantasy. He plays in a big team, which is Man City, where
No,
you expect.
But some 2 game weeks before he gave you like a goal and whatever. So why are you complaining now when he give you 0?
It is not enough to score a goal. The work of the defender is to keep clean sheets and to give points from those clean sheets. And if I was to keep him because of the goals he scores, so what are the chances that these goals will be coming in? Regularly? From a defender, you might not expect that much. If I was to expect more goals from a defender, then the same could be said about Aina and Gabriel. So yeah, I think it will be expecting. It will be over ambitious to expect that Gvardiol as a defender will be put there for purposes of getting me the goals. But also, I'm complaining because whereas he might be giving me those goals, earning points from the goals he scores occasionally,
Okay.
they also concede, and which is not a good sign for a defender. A defender should not be conceding, and a team like Manchester City's caliber, a team of the level of Man City should not be conceding goals at the rate they are at the moment.
Okay, when I check your team, you do have somebody like Saka, Mboemo, and Wisa. Those 3 guys, man, for the last like 3 game weeks, they have not been delivering as well as we expect them to do. And also, now keeping in mind also now somebody like Saka, in the next two months he'll be out. So what's your thoughts process? Are you those one kind of guys? You're like, instead of having him and the price will be going down, will be dropping for somebody like Saka. Let me sell him now, and maybe once he's fit, I can try maybe now to bring him back on my team. Or are you the guys who are like, okay, I still, if I sell him, maybe it will be so hard for me to bring him back to the team. So I better just keep him still on the team until when he's fit to play.
Either way, it is an expensive decision to make. It is an expensive decision because should you opt to have him in the bench, then which implies that you are going to take a hit in terms of the points you garner, and those who will be brave enough to sell him might have an edge over you. So that will keep you behind in terms of the competition, the FPL rankings. So again, this other one, the option to sell him for a player who will replace him and will be a constant feature in the subsequent game weeks, that might cost you the price, because the day he achieve fitness and he is reintegrated back to the squad, he might cost a lot. So you either decide to forgo the cost, the price of returning him to the team, or forgo the points that you are likely to get should you decide to remain with him in the bench. For me, I think the best idea will be to sell him. The alternative is what I have been practicing for the 2 seasons I have been in fantasy, and I can assure you it's a bad decision.
Which one?
Staying with an injured player in the team for the long term is not a good decision, at least on a sporting perspective.
Okay.
Yeah, if you are in fantasy to occupy good positions in terms of the rankings, then you have to compete. You compete by selling the player that is injured. It will not make sense to have him in the squad, yet he's not playing. And he's not, the amount he costs, the amount he costs makes no sense to have him in the squad, whereas you can use him to acquire a player who can be giving you points.
Okay, you're talking about acquiring players who can give you points. Who are those players that you think, oh no, this can be the best replacements? Because for me, one of the person who I was eyeing maybe to bring on my team, somebody like Madison from Spurs, I think he's the best, also one of the best replacement for Saka.
Yeah.
And also on the other side, when I check a team like Liverpool, somebody like now Luis Diaz, if he continues with the form he is, I think also he's a nice replacement to have him on that team. Also, there's a player who is not that expensive, but he's doing the wonders on the team. Murphy from Newcastle also. I think also he can be a better replacement maybe to fill in that space. But also, if you have the money to flex, if you can reach, I think also Son has been, he can be a good also maybe replacement for Saka if you want. Also, but Bruno, I don't know. The problem is Manchester United, we don't know how it will unfold. But also, because also Bruno, in one or another, I think he's a good replacement also.
Absolutely, and I agree with you on some of the names you have proposed, save for Luis Diaz, who for him it's always a question of if he continues with this form, what if he doesn't, because his form comes and goes. So it will be a risky investment for me to bring in Luis Diaz. In terms of consistency for Tottenham Hotspur, I would always consider James Maddison, because he has lately been performing very well. He has been scoring goals, coming through for Tottenham at a time when they really need goals, and he becomes that person who provides those goals from nowhere. So I would consider Maddison as the best replacement for Saka, but I would also be willing to consider Bruno Fernandes. Reason being, since Amorim took over at Manchester United, I think the form of Bruno has really improved, and is that player whom you can
rely on.
You can rely on. You can expect him to do something from nowhere. If it is not a goal, it is an assist or some wonders in the pitch, causing havoc against the opposition. So you believe you want to trust Bruno Fernandes to yield some good points for you. So he too can replace Saka. But if you are to ask me who between Maddison, Bruno Fernandes and all the other players you've mentioned, I will definitely go for Maddison.
Okay, but do you think also somebody maybe like an maybe Martinelli from your team, or maybe Trossard, if they come in now and fill the spot, can, or also Odegaard, maybe, or if Saka is not there, you guys have this thought like we may not create as many chances as we used to create while Saka was playing?
I really cannot say that we will be lacking in creativity, simply because this is a situation we have not found ourselves in previously, and so it will be like an experiment. So how are we going to play without Saka? So maybe it will be an opportunity to discover something new, something we never saw before, but which might really be existing. You will remember that when Saka was substituted, Martinelli did some good job. Perhaps this is what he will do for that period. Martinelli or Saka will be out, so I don't think we are going to struggle that much, but certainly we can expect to be affected. But I am hopeful. I'm hopeful that the creativity will still be there. Trossard will do his usual thing, and the only worry is on the manager's part. I don't know what decisions Arteta is going to make in relation to how the team will be formed
Okay.
to factor in the absence of Saka.
Okay, for me, my week was if we come to my week, man, game week six, my game, the game week 17, I had a very good game week. My points were 83 points. So
83, you really killed it.
yeah, man like Sanchez gave me 9 points for once. He gave a clean sheet, which was so good. Man like Aina scoring a goal and a clean sheet and bonus points, also giving me 15 points, which was good. Also captaining somebody like Mohamed Salah. But the thing is, for my end on a forward, I had somebody like a Jackson who gave me 2 points, Joao Pedro giving 2 points, and Wood giving me 2 points. So man, for them, I think it was a bad day for me. In the striker kind of wise, where if somebody had somebody like an Isak, man, the guy was banging points, and also somebody like a Gabriel, if you had him also, he was banging points. Now, keeping in mind, if Saka is out, I think now they'll try to play maybe Gabriel.
When you say Gabriel, you mean Gabriel Jesus?
Yeah, Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah, because
No,
there might be
that one's
confusion.
Mangrel. Yeah. Well, because you have 3 Gabriel, yeah. It's Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, and Gabriel Mangalaz, yeah. Yeah. So for me, if I think also somebody like a Jesus, if he goes on with the same form he is, I think he's a good player on asset to have on the teams here.
Absolutely. I think Jesus will come easy for those people who are struggling for strikers, because Gabriel Jesus, for the 2 matches he has played, he has shown some sparks of brilliance.
Yeah, first game he had a hat-trick, yeah.
Of his former self. You see, Gabriel Jesus before this season, before the World Cup, he was really performing well. I don't know what happened after the World Cup, but if those 2 matches that he played against Crystal Palace is anything to go by, then I would vouch for Gabriel Jesus in the squad. And considering the injury for Saka, you would want to have him in your team, and he's also not pricey as compared to Alexander Isak.
Okay, so do you think we have a space to maybe to feed somebody like Jesus on the team? No, somebody like an Isaac, or who can you sell so that you can downgrade Saka because he's injured, bring a low price player, and maybe upgrade on the side of the striking and with somebody like with an Isaac.
Yeah, and for me, I luckily have all the 5 options for substitution. So what I think I'll consider doing is to replace Saka with Maddison and then sell Chris Wood and bring in Gabriel Jesus.
Okay.
That way you'll have you'll have made the quality of your squad will have remained almost the same with the exit of Saka.
Okay.
So you sell Saka is injured, you replace him with the 2 players.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So when I check game week 18, the fixtures is Manchester City against Everton, Bournemouth against Crystal Palace, Chelsea against Fulham, Newcastle against Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest play against Tottenham, Southampton against West Ham, Wolves against Manchester United, Liverpool against Leicester, Brighton against Brentford, and then Arsenal against Ipswich. If you watch these games, which game do you think is the best one to watch on the Boxing Day, starting off with an early kickoff? Man City against Everton.
I think that is the game to watch.
Why, man?
Yeah, because both teams have a point to prove.
Okay.
Everton are out to prove that they are now back. They are a team that are not, playing to save themselves from relegation, but they are playing to qualify for the continental tournaments like the Champions League, Conference League, etc. And you have Man City, which has been suffering back-to-back losses. They want to demonstrate to their fans and to the football world that they are actually not down and out. So these are 2 teams that have maximum motivation to outdo each other.
Okay,
on the pitch.
Yeah, I think also Chelsea against Fulham, man. I think that's a game also to watch. It can be a good game because Fulham was a hard game. It gave you a hard time to score against them.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
and they also made it difficult for which other team? Liverpool. They played Liverpool.
Yeah, it was 3. Yeah, it ended up in a draw. Yeah.
So this will also be an interesting match to watch. But given that Chelsea went on a draw against Everton, I don't expect them to drop points.
Okay. Do you think Liverpool, because Liverpool against Leicester, Do you think someone like Salah also he'll do what he does the best as well?
Absolutely, no doubt about it.
Okay.
Liverpool is going to come out victorious. I don't expect it to be a difficult match for Liverpool unless they wish it to be difficult.
Okay, winding off Arsenal against Ipswich. What's your thoughts on that game?
Without Saka, and Ipswich is also a team you will not rule out immediately, but the home advantage is what I would use in giving Arsenal an upper hand, but still Ipswich can cause real problems to
Okay.
Arsenal.
Okay, Newcastle against Aston Villa.
Newcastle, they are good at scoring, but I also believe they are not good at guarding their defense. They easily concede goals. Aston Villa is another team. They just came from a win against a strong opposition, Manchester City. Many will say that Manchester City is currently emaciated given the losses they have been having, but I still believe Aston Villa, whether or not Man City was a weak team, Aston Villa is equally a good team. So against Newcastle, I will be expecting a draw.
Okay, so who are you captaining for this game week?
Salamander.
How quick, man? How quick?
No, goes without saying.
Okay.
This is a phenomenon player, and like I said, they are playing Leicester. Do you expect Liverpool to struggle against Leicester? Definitely not. And who has the chance to score against Leicester? Everybody in Liverpool, but more so Salamander.
Okay, man. Okay, nice, man. For me, I think still I've said, and I'm keeping it there. My captain, I'm never gonna changing it soon. Provided I have Salah on my team until he get injured. That's the day. That's the day. Maybe I'll try to change him from the team. But till now, I think Salah still will be my captain for this week also, man. But if you check, that's other options side. I think also if you do have maybe somebody like an Isak also against Aston Villa, maybe it can be a good. He can be a good captain also.
Yeah, but it will be a difficult match for Isak. Aston Villa is not a team you'll score so many goals. Or definitely he might. He might have a good day between the posts, but you don't expect Aston Villa to come easy for Newcastle.
Okay. On the other side, as you wind off, man, I think also if you have the thought, Arsenal against Ipswich, maybe if you don't have differential, I think if you try Jesus, try Jesus maybe, you can try Jesus maybe. We don't know if it may be a good day or a bad day, but I don't know. Maybe it may happen. Man, on the call, man, I have the Arsenal fan who's the noisiest of all, Malik Joshua, man. This week you guys are playing against Arsenal against Ipswich. What's your thoughts, man?
Hello, guys, man. It has been a while. Banze, I was not around, but I'm very happy to be joining you right now.
Okay. So what's your thoughts, man?
Yes,
While you guys are playing
Brayo,
against...
it's a long time. Where have you been?
I've been in exile. Man Dawood here has really ensured that I have not returned to the country. Has done to me the Miguna.
No worries, man. No worries. But I'm very happy to see you. It has been a while, and even to record with you, man. I can't remember when was the last time.
It was
but
great to see you too, man.
It's so great. It's so great, Panam. So about the Ipswich and Arsenal game, and these is a battle because Ipswich have been very phenomenal when it comes to big teams. They have been thrashing and maybe giving a hard time for big teams, big six teams. Okay, and we have seen that the rise of Davies, Delap. Even though I saw Delap maybe has been flagged, but I know Ipswich are a very good side, and we cannot go there thinking that this is a walkover. We'll have to go there prepared and know the type of games that they are playing and make sure that we come there with 3 points.
Okay.
I can't say that how many goals that we can score there, but I know, and I just want to have a win in Ipswich because these are the team that usually make us lose title and maybe lose focus because we are going there maybe when we are overconfident that we win this team, and disappointment comes and it offset the balance. And I just wish to win this game and finish this Christmas with a win and make sure that we are in good position coming next year.
Yeah, but just also to clarify on something, we are not going anywhere. It's them coming, so they should come prepared.
But you think
the
yeah,
the best part about this December, I know there is a crunch of matches.
Yeah.
And there are so many games, but the best part of it, all the matches that we are playing, I think we are playing only in London. So it has favored us this time
Absolutely.
because we are not going very far. Even the Champions League we played in London, true.
Yeah. Again,
Apart from that, all the games we just played the Crystal Palace game, and only the Everton.
it
It was
was
home game. Everton.
no, it was home. Yeah, it was a
It
home
was
game.
home.
Yeah.
So these all December games, I think we'll play in London, and it's easy. It's easy when it comes to like that. Even players will not travel a lot, and they will have time to train.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, with the absence of Saka, do you still think the Arsenal team it will be the same? You're gonna play the same thing because Brayo was like, yeah, it will be like what do you say? It will be like a new test for Teta because he doesn't. This is the first time like you guys maybe you guys playing without Saka.
We have played without Saka maybe 4 games, and but this one knowing that Saka will be missing a lot of games. I think it's 2 months,
Yeah.
something to do with 8 games he will be missing.
Okay.
It's a big test for Arteta, and it was supposed to be a very good time for somebody like Raheem starting, but even him also he has an injury, so it's very unlucky for him because we bought him for as a Saka backup, but now he's also unavailable to be able to fill that gap. So I think it was just a waste of money for that because now he's not coming to do the job that he was supposed to do.
Okay, I don't know,
So
man.
it's very unlucky for us and for our Arsenal team as a whole.
Okay.
Missing somebody like Bukayo Saka, and we know he has been very phenomenal. And every good thing that has been happening to Arsenal, I think Saka has been the one who has been involved in everything that has been happening there.
Okay.
So missing Saka in this, especially in this run that we are having, I think it will be a very big test for Arteta.
Okay.
Knowing who we shall replace there, I think is another thing. So, but we thank God because we see he's the one who give and he's the one who take. He takes Saka and Gabriel who started performing.
You never lack. You never lack when it comes to banter, yeah.
Yeah.
For how long have you?
Jesus came for our salvation,
for how long have you been seated for that joke? You're seated on that joke, man. Okay.
Yeah, Jesus came for our salvation, and we see that He is doing wonders.
Okay, now
So we are happy. We are hoping that He will continue with that momentum from here onwards.
Okay, Manchester United last week they were being beaten 3 by Bournemouth. This week they play against Wolves. What's your last thoughts on that as you wind off, man?
My last thought, we can say that Manchester is not even the players is not even the problems, and even the manager is not the problem, because if they can find mice inside their playground, the infestation problem.
You know what? We're not having this chat, man. We're out. You're not having this chat. You never lack anything. We talk about the football, not about the mice and the leakage in the press room.
But it's concerning, now you are having a 5-star rating. Now it's going down to 2-star rating because of rats and mice.
Okay, man. Nice.
But all in all, when it comes to the pitch, I think I was watching with one of my friends, and I told him, now you have been scored 1 goal. Just watch carefully how will Bruno Fernandes behave in this game. I told him, now because you are dragging behind, Bruno Fernandes will lose morale and he will start throwing his hand up. And from that point onward, that's what he started doing and running towards the referee.
Okay.
He shows that they lack morale, and he's the first person as a captain. He's supposed to be the one who motivates the team. He lacks that motivation. He lacks motivation while playing, and he cannot lead the people and make sure they turn things around. When they won against Manchester City, that game we saw a different Manchester United. And we thought maybe from there on they will build something from that. When we talk about you guys and we told you that you find Manchester City they are at their lowest, then you start arguing and say why we were not able to beat Man City. But you can see now when you're coming and you find a team like that and you are being beaten, pathetic. And I can say that it's not a good show, by the way. As a team, as Manchester United, where it is, and it's 3-0. Not even a single win. And if you see, they didn't have so many chances for you to convert.
Okay.
So I think Manchester United, they're in mud. Even Almorin, I know right now he's regretting where he moved from.
Okay, man. It's nice. It's nice having you, man. So, man, what's the last thoughts for the fans as you wind off, man?
fantasy has been very phenomenal. The time that I'm thinking I'm going to get those Njugu points
Okay.
is the time that Mo Salah comes to say, you see, Muhammad and Jesus, they are really making our days. It's
Okay.
Christmas, man. A gift for everybody.
Okay, man. Till I think it's nice, man. Having catching up with you and then having catching up with Brayo, man. It's nice also. Man, I wish we could have time so we can move on. We can have the chat on and on, but unfortunately, time is not on our side. So till next week, man. It's been
Yeah,
nice.
It'd be nice,
Yes.
Mazi, and thanks for this few moments that I've shared with you. Brayo,
Yes, sir.
and I think this is the first time I saw you. We have been communicating through online.
Now you can.
So I was not even expecting. I don't know who I was expecting there. I don't know for real because I cannot picture you with the voice that you're having. And since I saw you now, then the voice and how you are is same. So I'm so happy to see you,
Now
man.
you can confirm that this is a person who owns the voice. The voice is not a robotic.
Yeah, you know that time when you're trying to log into an app and they show you, are you a robot?
Crazy guy that banters. Okay.
Now it's not a robot, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay, man. Till next week, man. Maybe we don't know. We'll see what will happen after the weekend, man. Adios.
Yes, man.